So in the last episode, we were building this dock here and the harbor behind me with the bridge over it, looking pretty nice. And we're gonna start continuing the harbor off this way. So it's gonna be a stone structure path kind of leading to the front of that building. So we're getting rid of this pumpkin patch here, and we're gonna be moving it behind that building. And I'll show you the plot that I've dug out here in just a moment after I tear this out of here. Don't mind me, I'm just stomping out some dirt. Anyway, right over here, I have the plot that I've dug out for where I'm going to be building the melon farm. So this spot right here, we're going to be able to fit pumpkins and melons all up in there. Putting a fence around the outside so mobs don't get in. So I'm doing a little trick with the gates here where if I put 3 of them and bricks on the outside, then it does an arc like that, and I like that, so we're keeping that for sure. Now it's a pretty simple farm. All I've got to do is hide a little bit of water underneath here and till the ground. It'll reach across to the other side so we can till both sides. We'll plunk the seeds in and this farm will be good to go. So I repeat that 4 times. I've got like a slightly bigger farm than we got before, but I think it looks a little better and it's lined up with this building nicely. Fly up real quick and show you a bird's eye view of it. Anyway, it looks kind of bland right now, and obviously pumpkins and melons are going to grow on here, but in the middle here, I'm going to add some flowers, and that should liven it up a little bit. Alright, check it out. So pretty much everything here is planted the way I'd like it. Obviously the grass needs to grow on that left side, but these mushrooms I had to wait till night to plant. Morning was setting on me and I couldn't get them down. Also, if I planted these yellow flowers next to the mushrooms, then I couldn't, then the mushrooms would pop out. And then, so I had to wait until night again for that one as well. That's one little project there done, and recently my idea is that I'm going to just clean up the server, so on this episode we're going to be just doing a bunch of little projects. This, on the other hand, actually is just, I don't know what this is. It's kind of a prank. It's kind of I'm just doing something that looks nice down here. Sketchy and Galley have these vines all hanging down and it looks great, but I'm just going to clear a few of them out and let these saplings grow that were set up where there was going to be a big jungle tree in the middle here, but it never grew because of the vines. So I'm clearing the vines out and I'm going to let that tree grow. And here it is for your eyes. And obviously, so I've done what I said I was going to do, cleared out a little area and I made the tree. But at first, there was this little bit of where you looked up, you couldn't even really see the tree. It was dark. So I put some lights up in the tree and it looks really cool when you look around. And some of the cave is lit up, but mainly it looks like the tree's lit up in the middle of a dark cave, and I like that little look of it. So back to our main town area where I'm building this harbor out. I've built it all the way out to this farm building. Like I said, you saw, this is where that pumpkin patch was before. And to the right here where this bee farm is, we're going to be taking the bee farm out and building a nether portal so we can have it as our nether hub. And this area will be our town hub now. And so that's why I'm changing up this whole area. Underneath here I'm even cleaning up for Galleon Sketchy's entrance to their underground mine. They have their dock here and everything else looks really nice, but I'm just gonna block off the back area here just to clean it up a little bit. Anyway, this is the finishing product pretty much. I'm gonna leave it like this for now. It's cleaned up a little bit. And boom, that's some more little bit cleaned up in the town area. Just trying to get this built up and looking nicer for anyone walking around. Here you can see over the top of it, and right where that bee farm is, I'm going to take it down and I'm going to put another portal in. And whatever. Here, now it's done. You can see the portal. It's here. It's done. Are you happy now, Phantom? Yeah, alright. Now we have a good central location for a nether portal, and hopefully it's a good spot for when you enter the hub of our town. So back at the OG spawn, people have been telling me that it's getting a little bit wrecked, and when they die with no bed or anything like that, they end up here and it's kind of demolished. It just needing a little bit of fixings, right? People told me that the reason it's like this, right, is because they went on a little bit of a treasure hunt, right? Looking for a chest down in the sand, but I already took the chest. I found the map a while ago, and for some reason they found the same one and did this mess. But anyway, right next to this 3 block pillar is where we spawned originally in the world. So what we're going to do is clear out this area and make it so that we don't spawn underneath or anything, but we build up a nice area to be a sanctuary of a spawn location instead of something that seemed like it was a battleground. Alright, so I decided to hop right into the building here, show you my plan. I have all these pillars down in a circle, and I'm going for a bungalow type of build, inside, outside. So you can't walk right through here, is how it's going to be. There's not going to be doorways. This sandstone block right where I'm standing is where that pillar was before, and we're going to have nice little inside garden areas here, but we blocked all the way off so that you can't spawn outside, hopefully. These pillars are going to get some archways over the top of them, and I can show you that now. Uh, uh, how you like that little smooth little archway right there? But yeah, so my plan is to put a nice little dome on top of that. As you can see though, I don't have the rest of the archways, and I can get that done real quick for you guys. Boom. Now you look all 4 ways and you can see it all done. To be honest with you, I like the seeing the stars through the roof or like the moon. Oh my god, it looks cool. I think I want to keep that in some way. And as I'm building out this stone dome, I'm realizing that maybe I don't want it to be stone. I want it to be a little area, and like I said, I want to be able to look at the stars. I was gonna put like some windows on it, but it's not really working for my eyes. So what I think I'm gonna do is this. I'm putting these beams, wooden beams, strapping them across, and it'll look like a dome, right? But it'll be airy, and I'm gonna have a live roof. It'll be vines hanging down from the top. So that's my idea. And before I even finished that, Sketchy came around to see what I was doing, and she was asking why my fit is so trash at the moment. And I told her that I lost everything. I might not have even told you guys yet, because it just keeps happening to me. But she was there, she had my back, and see, as I was just about to ask if she maybe has a little extra something, she plunks an elytra into my inventory before I even get the words out and kits me out like a boss. So honestly, she just came through and just like made my day. I gotta tell you, like she just takes hella time to grind out materials, and she has a bunch of extra, so she hands it out willy nilly. So it's awesome, and I appreciate her. Shout out to Sketchy, man. She the grind master for real. She let me nab some pieces of diamond armor she just had extra, and just started loading my inventory up with netherite. Like, I can't say no to that. Then she packed her stuff up quicker than I could say, hey, give me some more of that stuff. Alright, so this is what I was talking about. Some vines growing up and dangling from the rooftop there. Just like probably 3 more of them.
And here's that all finished. I think this is pretty much how I'm gonna leave it. It could add more color, but to be honest with you, I like it nice and plain. This right here, it's funny, it was actually a staircase that I was using to get up to it, but I'm keeping it because this is like, looks like a cool little garden area back here for some reason. So there's that. And I blocked it off with a little more bamboo. And yeah, I really like the way the vines look growing up it and dangling down with some of those glow berries for light. I've gone and flattened even more of the land out here, which is good. And oh, it what it seems like every time I build a nice build, you know, these spiders, they come out and they dance for me. So I swear they're complimenting my build, and I appreciate it, Mr. Spider. Thank you. Bruh. Mr. Spider loving the build right now. I hope you guys are enjoying the build as much as Mr. Spider right now is. Can I catch this guy? Nope. I sadly figured out that you cannot catch a spider, but he is enjoying my build, I'll tell you that much. I think he's planning on building a little a little web out here, you know, up in the corner or something. And that's cool with me, you know. Make yourself at home, you know. We just come and go through here. I'd be glad if somebody was living around here. That's cool. He likes the garden? Okay, thank you, thank you. You're so polite. Oh my gosh. Oh, beautiful. He went out front. We could get a little screenshot. So back at my base, I've been working on something major. Like, I don't know why I don't have one of these things yet, to be honest. So I made a big one. It's an infinite lava, it's an infinite lava source. And so what I gotta do is line this all with dripstone. So I went to a dripstone cave, got myself a bunch of this stuff so I could get a bunch of blocks and a bunch of dripstone for the lava to drip down. Now I may not have enough lava to fill up the top of each one of these blocks, but it will accumulate me more and more, and I can fill the top, and then from there I can fill up any furnace and just have it run for days. So I can smelt thousands of ingots of anything, of materials or whatever with this system. So this should be a very lucrative, very helpful thing to have. Even if it's butt ugly. Oh, it's kind of cute though. So Deadeye convinced me to come back down here and finish my idea with these docks. I wanted these bridges here, so I told him I'd at least come down and finish those. Look at me go. You're supposed to be able to take a boat under it, but I think this works. That's fine. That's actually a cool design. Now I just gotta do the other side over here the same. And we've got them both matching on either side. So with my castle, I am planning to put a roof on this whole area here. I'm going to put a dome on top of these pillars. But first, I need to get rid of these two trees because they're very much in the way. And because of the fact that my pillars are going to be 3x3 and these trees are 2x2, I'm going to have to move the portal down there, and both of these pillars are going to be placed further to the left. So I'm going to have to recenter the room and move this whole area slightly to the left here. I'm going to chunk out that wall and move it all the way to the edge here and build the wall with bricks all the way down to the water. And over here, obviously, we need to fill in all the poles that should be reaching all the way up to the roof of that building. Well, I'm going to build a dome on top of it. First thing first, though, knocking down this wall and moving all this slightly to the left. Cutting down all the way to the end here, because I need to actually center the room. I might just make it square instead of circular. Done knocking down that wall, and now we definitely are going to tear down these two trees. They've been here for so long, they feel like OG for me, but as you can see, they're not exactly center with the room because I'm not the one that planted. They were actually just here when the world was here, and I built around them. But yeah, obviously they're off center, so I gotta move everything a little bit off to the right. Those trees I didn't plant, so they were in the way, and I just put my portal in between them. Now I've got to move them all over just a couple blocks so that it can look like this. I've built the pillars, the new portal, new pillars over here, and those ones on my right here are going to reach the ground all the way down like these ones right here do. And once that's done, then this whole thing is finished. You got pillars in a whole circle now. Just one step closer to me getting a finished castle done, and that really excites me. I've been meaning to build more, but as you can see by this episode, even when I start doing that, I'm very scatterbrained, even talking. Gee whiz. But now, over as my portal here, you can walk onto either side. I want this side to have a stairway down to over there as well as the other side. And from here, I want to make it so there's an obvious middle so that you can see the staircase cutting across the pillar there, and the same will be happening on the other side. Dang, these spiders are over here enjoying another one of my builds. uh, yep, we're just missing a few blocks here. Yeah, yep, that's alright, that'll do, you get the point. But yeah, this is what I'm kind of going for. I wanted those staircases evenly in between the portal, and then also I think I'm going to add another wall underneath the staircase to the left there. And other than that, it's just I was setting up a good walkway around the portal. It's only missing the water that should be in the middle of each of these pillars, so I'm going to go ahead and add that. It's spilling down through the bottom here, and I do want it on one side, but that'll be the inside here. So I'm going to mark 2 holes to where the water can pour right into, block the other side, mine out the inside, and now we've got 2 waterfalls matching on either side. But I'm noticing that this over here isn't exactly even. I wasn't sure which it is, but I'm realizing right here that center should be 2 blocks wide, with the portal being 2 blocks wide in the center, and I can just cut this wall out and make that staircase 2 blocks wide. So I think that's what I'm going to do just to make everything make sense. My mic audio isn't present in these next clips, but I got attacked by some crazies, so I figured I would show you that. Literally back to back, a little baby villager zombie and then a spider jockey. Like, what are the chances of that? That was wacky. I swear, like, some weird stuff happens at this castle. Sadly, these 2 pillars right here, I've realized they are 1 or 2 blocks off. They're 1 block moved to the west and 1 block to the east, just slightly off. So I'm just going to take them all down, taking them both down. I'm going to rebuild them the 1 block over. And then I can move on from there now that I've assessed that situation. Of course, in the middle of trying to work on something again, I was intervened. Deadeye smacks me in the head and is luring me towards something, so I go to check it out. And what do I see other than the 4 horsemen of the apocalypse aiming 4 bows at my head? Yeah, so I immediately just decided, oh, I want one of these horses, and go to kill him, and almost got my ass whooped. So I stand back and try to snipe these guys off their horses without killing the horses. And mission accomplished. Killed those guys without losing my 53 levels. Deadeye literally just says, I just want this one, and rides off on it. So I'm like, okay, that's cool. He left me with the other 3. Heck yeah. This is sick. I got me 3 skeleton horses now, and I do not know what to do with them, but that's something. I figure I'm going to grab them up on these leads, and I'm going to chain 2 of them up here outside on these posts, so that when you come up to my castle, it's like I got 2, you know how people have lions or something at the gate? There are supposed to be some scary monsters to bite at you and scare you off. These 2 poles are now in the correct spot, which is beautiful, and now they just need a little lava in them, like these adjacent pillars to the left and right there, you can see. I'm not acknowledging that, but what I can do is block off the bottom and the sides of these so it doesn't leak out on me while I try to do the rest of building everything. Oh, jeez. And check that we've got no leaks. Yeah, cool, no leaks. This is me getting ready for what is next. We are putting a roof on this castle. It is well past due, and it needs to be done. So on these pillars that you see surrounding me, next episode, we're putting a roof on top. Get excited for it. I am. I've got some great ideas I've been going through, and I think you guys might like the look of it. So stay tuned for next time, and peace out.